Knowing about critters and critter control is important to getting you to a healthy harvest. The first thing to do to keep pests out of your garden is to start with a very healthy soil. The next thing you need to think about is making sure that you're growing crops that are appropriate to the season and your place, your location. You don't want to grow cool season crops when it's warm. You don't want to grow warm season crops when it's cool. The other thing to do is look for seed packets that tell you about disease-resistant or pest-resistant crops that you could choose for your area. You'll save yourself a lot of problems with pests if you practice good crop rotation. We've planted lettuce in this bed today, but we won't plant lettuce in this bed again next season. Practicing good crop rotation breaks the cycle on pests in your garden. You can use a row cover like this to protect your young plants from birds, bugs, rabbits, squirrels, all kinds of pests. It's as simple as taking the row cover, putting it over wire hoops, and covering up your young plants.
Burrowing pests like gophers can be excluded from the plants you don't want them to eat. We made a basket here out of some wire. We bury the basket, plant your bulbs, and you are protected from any gopher damage. Often it's a good idea to leave a little bit of wire above the ground so the gophers can't crawl over.
If you have a pest problem, you'll probably be able to see it. In this case, you see holes on the leaf. These are caused by a larvae. This is a perfect example for what kids can do with plants in a garden. They can look for these holes, and then they can look on the underside of the leaf, look for larvae and eggs. The larvae are the organisms that are causing those holes. If you see holes like this in your crop plant, you want to think about what kind of a bug this is. Is it a good bug? Is it a bad bug? In this case, we turn over the leaf, we see that there's eggs and sometimes larvae on the underside of the leaf. You've got to remember there's both good bugs and bad bugs in your garden. We invite the good bugs in by bringing in these California native plants. These plants are covered with flowers that attract flies, wasps, bees that are good for our garden area. I'm looking right now at several hoverflies on this buckwheat here. Those flies will lay their eggs, and their larvae actually eat other organisms that are detrimental in our garden. The buckwheat here, the California fuchsia here, and the coyote bush here are all plants that you can grow easily at your school that'll bring good bugs into your garden.